Hey, good morning. Welcome to Jeremy's Journey. I've got a bunch of packages that came in for this guy over here. Let's take a look and see what we got today. So yesterday I did do an unboxing video. Unfortunately, when I went to edit it, it was corrupt and I could not use it. So I've been trying different things to use to record video. I'm using my cell phone again today, and it seems to do the best. Audio and video is all in one. Yesterday it was my DSLR that crapped out, and I've been trying to use a GoPro and I don't like the audio quality on that, so I'm just going to keep using a cell phone. It seems to be the best. Anyway, this is my unboxing of all the stuff I've ordered over the last couple weeks for the van, mostly for the solar array. But yeah, just go over what I did get. Not quite van build related, but it's still van build related. I need something to keep me cool in the summer. I ended up picking up the Ridgid cordless corded fan, meaning you can use a battery pack, or in the back underneath the flap is also a 110 plug. So I can charge up my batteries during the day while I'm out, and then I can set this up inside the van or outside the van under my canopy area. The only one thing is it's extremely large, but I was able to get this for $75 at Home Depot, and I don't have to cut a hole in my ceiling. I was looking at one of the fans that everybody swears by, the roof vent fans, but they're $300-400, and I didn't really want to spend that much money on one. Nor do I want to cut a hole. I don't have an appropriate hole spot space in my ceiling to cut, because I'm going to have a solar panel and a roof storage bin on top, so there's not a lot of free space. But this guy, I've tried it out already. It's got a high and a low setting off. You can feel the breeze on high at about 10 feet away. On low, there's not really much at all. But yeah, besides the size of it, I'm really happy with that. This box came in. This isn't van build related at all, but this is work related. These are my new corks for my tree planting job in a couple weeks. So they're lace-up rubber boots, and they got 1/2-inch steel pointy studs on the bottom. I won't be wearing these every day. This is only for if we get back into some heavy mud on wet days, or if we get into some crazy slash or falling down trees and it's wet. These will help out quite a bit, so I don't fall down and get soaked. Now if we go over here, still not really van build related, but I picked up a bunch of these little solar lights that are going to go around my van and at the end of my guy lines and stuff. I stick them in the ground. Still got to pull the tab to release the battery. They're not super bright, especially during the day, but at night they'll show where my van or the edges of my van are. And I ordered most of the stuff through Renogy, both on Amazon and through their website. I had a 10% code or whatever for their website, so I was able to get some of the price pieces there cheaper and some of the pieces on Amazon cheaper. But these two guys, I got them from a local hardware store for $12 a piece. They were on sale, so I grabbed two, one for the auxiliary battery, one for the main battery. able to pick up through Renogy, whatever, Amazon or the website, I can't remember which is which, 2 of the ANL 60 amp fuses, 1 inline 30 amp fuse for the M4 connectors, so male on one end, female on the other. I believe this goes in line on the positive line from the solar panel. Anyway, if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't mind. I got a pair of 10 gauge M4 solar panel connectors. So one end goes to the solar panel, the other one's going to go to my charge controller. This little guy is pretty interesting. It's this is going to get cut into the wall, the back wall of my van, and be mounted like this. It's got 2 plugs in it and 3 USB ports. And then it's got a 10-foot cord, maybe a 6-foot cord, I can't remember. And that's going to get plugged right into my inverter, and then it's a nice clean looking power supply in the cab of my van. I'll put links to everything down below. I did a lot of shopping trying to find the best price, try to be budget friendly. I picked up the Renogy BT2 Bluetooth module, and that just gets connected into a Cat 5 port. I'm not sure if it's onto the charge controller or into the battery. I'll have to go over all the instructions on that when I install it, but it's got like a 10 or 15 foot cord on it, and that way I can just install their app and check or monitor my battery and usage from my phone. Wasn't sure if this was going to be kind of repetitive to this, but it's the monitoring screen for the smart lithium batteries. This is going to be fixed in place. Not sure. This one also goes with the Cat 5 cable, and they send you like another 10 or 12 feet of it. But so that way you don't have to install a shunt or anything like that. You just click right in, and mind you, this only works with the new smart batteries, and I think it's only 100 amp hour smart batteries. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be, I got it, I think it was 40 bucks for one and 30 bucks for the other. I got both. I figure this will give me a current up-to-date view, and I don't have to turn on my phone. And this one can kind of give me a history of what my usage is. So, I'll see how that goes. The entry system. So where my wires will be coming in the roof of the van, I picked up this. This will actually get screwed down and sealed to the top of the van, and then there's 2 grommets. Actually be installing this today probably. But these will end up going into the housing, and the 10 gauge wire will go through here, and as you tighten this down, there's a rubber grommet inside that seals tightly around the wire. I used this exact one on a solar panel on my tent trailer a few years ago, and it worked great. Just as long as this one didn't come with a gasket or anything, but I usually use a tape. It's not silicone tape, it's butyl tape. I run a line of butyl tape around it, and then I place it down, and then I also run a bead of silicone around it just to be 100% sure it doesn't leak. I don't want any of that in my van. I picked these little guys up for my drawer, my big drawer in the back. When you push the end in, it locks, and then you push the button, and it's spring loaded, so it pops back out. They don't lock for security wise, but just to keep the drawer from sliding back and forth. I think there were 2 for like 20 or 25 bucks. I was expecting a little bit of better quality. They do work properly, but they're very light gauge steel. I'm still happy with them. I'm just hoping the movement of the drawer, I'll have to fit them really snugly, because the movement of the drawer could deflect the material, I think, a little bit. It's pretty light gauge. And even the ends where the bolt slides into, it's, I don't even know what gauge they are. It's just kind of low grade steel, but I think they'll work fine. He's mentioning all these things. One thing I did get was this guy. This took a little bit of saving up to get all this stuff, by the way. It wasn't just here, I'm gonna go get it. I've been saving, selling off a few little things here and there, and saving up what I can. But I was actually able to get the 100 amp hour smart battery from Renogy. They had 4 of them on Amazon one day for $100 off. So I got it for $750, I think, $740 or $750. And I just dropped and got it. It comes with a little on-off switch. I'll have to read about why it has an on-off switch, and 2 extra bolts. And I think it's just the instructions. So there we go. We got the 100 amp hour 12 volt lithium battery from Renogy. On the top, it's got the little ports where the RJ45 or the Cat5 cable plugs into. One says up, or they both say uplink. And I'll have to figure out which thing plugs into which port. But yeah. So I'm fired up to get that in. I've been trying to figure out a table that I could take with me. I have a couple different camping tables. I've got even this table over here, but they're just too big, and I'm trying to find a spot inside my little van to store a table. It's been a little difficult. Picked this one up. It's made by Woods. It's a rolling aluminum or roll-up aluminum camping table. Picked it up at Canadian Tire. The top is 27 by 27, and it's 27 inches tall, so it's not a little coffee table, it's actually at height. And I think I set it up pretty quick. That just pops out. There's 2 of these guys. Hopefully your camera here. Just popped into 2 rods. These 2 rods have little holes on the side, and there's little pins on here. It just pops in like that. Sorry about the noise. My neighbors got somebody working on the house next door. And then there's the top. Now the top has like a bungee cord inside, so it's got these little eyelets on here, and you line up one side, and then you pull it a little bit, and you got a table. So yeah, it's a good sized little table. I think just as long as you don't put too much weight on the side, keep it all in here. But yeah, I think good for cooking, good for eating, playing some cards, whatever. Playing on the laptop. It's a good little table, and it rolls up into that little bag. So definitely a space saver for me in the van. I'm moving it around. Yeah. But yeah, taking it apart, same thing. Just pull on one side, roll it up like you put it in. The other side. There we go. So, actually there's one more thing. Picked it. Oh, there's two more things. This is actually the solar panel mounting kit for a solar panel. Show you what it is. So it's this guy here. When you're traveling, you take out this vertical piece, but you can move that forward and tilt it to 90 degrees, I guess. I don't know if I ever will, but maybe in the winter. Yeah, comes with two of these brackets and this leg. When you're traveling, you take this out and then lay it down and put one of these little nuts back in. And yeah, the other thing, so it comes all aluminum parts, and I believe it's all, like, it comes with all these little knobs and that. And by the looks of it, the bag of parts, it looks like it's stainless steel nuts and bolts. So that's a bonus too. Yeah, it means a whole lot less rusting. I don't know if the ends on these are, but they don't really look like they're stainless. When I was looking at Renogy's website, most of the time in their packages they sell the 100 watt panels. 2 100 watt panels are taking up quite a bit of roof space, so I was looking around and I found out that they do have 200 watt panels. They don't stock very many of them, and I think I got the last one when I ordered. But by going with the 200 watt single panel instead of 2 100, it takes up less space, less weight, and less wiring. You don't have to tie the two panels together, and it's about a 25% or 30% less weight. Also, the 200 watt panel is 26 inches by 64 inches, and by going with the single panel, that allowed me to put a roof box on the top beside it as well. Put my roof box just off to the side, and just dimensionally it worked out a whole lot better by going with the single 200 watt panel over the
Another little thing I picked up for the van is this contraption thing. I was at my lovely hardware store, Princess Auto, and they're 15 bucks. What it is it's supposed to be for doing your videos and stuff. So your cell phone fits in here. I'd show you, but I'm using the cell phone. Plugs into USB on a computer or a battery backup. It has this little thing here, and this is a ring light. So on the remote, the blue button there is power, the ring light, and you can turn it up and turn it down just like the ceiling lights I have in my van, except they're touch. Also, you can change the color. So the bright white, the warm white, and yeah. So I may use this for making videos, but mostly I was thinking I can plug this into one of my battery banks, one of my 10,000 milliamp battery banks. I could put a cell phone here if I wanted to, and watch a movie off that. But also I have now a night light that I don't have to worry about running down my battery. Yeah, I just thought it was a neat little thing. I don't know if I'll actually use it for its purpose. It's pretty bright, but yeah, now I got a desk lamp or a night light. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that.
Well, I got all these new goodies. Now I gotta go over there and I'm gonna start working on it today. Record as much as I can, and I'm gonna start getting some of this stuff installed. And hopefully by the end of the week, I can have an up and running solar array, providing some good power to my van. So look forward to getting all that in, and hopefully follow me on the next video.